Hi, and welcome to Deep in the Bunker, where it is the first week of October. We've had some lovely chilly nights which have brought these pears super flavour. This is my Cadillac tree, and it is absolutely ready now for poaching, and I mean real slow poaching. And to that end, it's time to make mulled pears just in time for Christmas. They twist off so easy. That's how I know they're ready, he says. Wow, look at this! My tree isn't even 3/4 picked and the basket is overflowing. Well, we're going to work this recipe two ways. First will be the pears poached off in cider, that's a hard cider, and the second will be in red wine. Both are going to be mulled, so perfect for Christmas, just two different ways of doing the same thing. So let's start off with making a simple sugar syrup. So that's 1 litre of water, 250 grams of sugar, bring that to the boil, and then add, once again, a whole litre of hard cider. But in the meantime, let's go on with peeling and cutting our pears. I need about 3 kilos for this, which is about that. As I say, try and get big strokes here, and I don't want to get rid of the stalk at the end. That's nice little decoration, Michel Leroux style. Then we're just going to simply put these into some acidic water. I've used lemon juice for that, so straight in there and just keep going away. Once they're all done, I'm going to cut them in half and core them. Oh, and in the meantime, I've also stuck my jars into the oven, gas mark II, just to sterilise them for about 30 minutes before we start cooking. And just for conversion, 3 kilos, I believe, equates to I can't read that properly, just under 7 pounds, 6.5 pounds is 3 kilos. Right, in the meantime, the sugar is boiled, so it's time to give that 1 litre of hard cider on top of it and turn it off the heat. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is, just as a preview, just cut these in half and scoop out the seeds, just show you how it's done, and you're not waiting too long for me to finish this off. So scrape that to the side and take one of the pears. Find your mark, which on a natural product isn't always easy because you've got to get that line top to bottom. Best way I've ever found with these is quite simply take out your centre line. So, excuse your fingers, you can't see that, can you? No. Right, yeah. Right. And this may get rid of a little bit of the pear, probably more than what you think, but it's never really a problem. Any seeds like that we can deal with. So the core here, you can see, I'm simply going to take this out. What would be a melon baller, but I'm using measuring spoons. Now these are extremely fresh, so they are rock hard, but it's very important to get rid of that because that is pretty much inedible. So trim up your top and bottom, cool, and place that back in. Exactly the same with the other side. Now let's get these poaching. All right, so just in at a time, just get them in there. We've got, like I say, over 2 litres of liquid. These are going to poach down very nicely, but it has to be ultra slow because these have a damn propensity for turning to mush. So the only way these are ever meant to be cooked is poached slowly. You can't bake them, you can't do anything else with them. But I'm not moaning, because if they're good enough for King Louis XIV, they're definitely good enough for me. Completely forgot. I've actually got to add my cinnamon sticks and cloves and star anise for this, especially the cloves, because each one has to be pierced with a couple of cloves. So give me a minute, I'm going to have to take them out and put them back in. I mean, it can't be mulled pears if you haven't got spice in there. Last two in there. Some cinnamon sticks. and some star anise. Well, I should have about an hour before that's ready. Like I say, hour-ish, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit sooner. Because I put very, very low simmer, not even simmer, just the bubbles rising on this. I say it will turn to mush, and I've got to keep it al dente. Otherwise, once it goes in jar and it's there for a month or two more, it will mush in the jar as well. So really got to keep an eye on it. Really got to be careful. So in the meantime, let's leave this to the side and let's have a look at the mulled pears in wine, which is probably the reason you came here in the first place. Right, part two, here we go. Quite simple. All we're going to need is one lemon, just zest, one orange zest and the juice, 600 ml of water into our pan. Bottle of red wine, cooking wine, says hearty. I think that's just code for, you know, plonk. Couple of cinnamon sticks, couple of cloves in there. Well, let's be generous. Call it a small, I don't know, 8. There we go. As I say, just the zest of the lemon and also the zest and juice of the orange. So in it all goes, and we'll get it boiling. Once it's boiled, and oh, don't forget our sugar, 125 grams, of course. Silly me. Yeah, once that's all dissolved and boiled away, we are then going to exactly repeat the same process as with the other mulled pears, that is poaching. So let's do it. Yeah, just make this ultra thin, ultra decorative. So if you're going to give this away as a gift, you want it to look the very best. Now, if we was going to have these for, say, a dinner party, I would leave this completely whole and poach it off, so you've got that lovely French dessert, poached pears in more wine from here, where you can just slice a spoon into it and eat it. Very nice. Make the wine reduction afterwards, we'll go through that in a minute. But as we're canning these, once again, it's going to be cut in half, scooped out the core and poached off. Yeah, I've got a couple of ton of these. I had about 50 pears come off the tree. It may not sound a lot, but when you convert it into kilos, it's a hell of a lot. I mean, the basket I've just done, still got some left there. And look at this. All this left. Now, I'm not going to do poached pears with all, because it's just too much. It's time to meet and greet the neighbours, give some away. And of course, you know what? Instead of applesauce, consider pear sauce. Made exactly the same way. Pears, sugar, water, boiled down lemon juice, blah, blah, blah. Bob's your uncle. Right, now these are ready. I say that because although they're extremely hard, but with these I'm gonna, oh my god, they don't fit. Oh, yeah, they do, thank god they fit. Okay, I was right there. Right, what's gonna happen with these? They are extremely hard, as I say, but because we're gonna then reduce the liquid in here and then pour it over, that's gonna continue the cooking process. Let's stick a little star anise in there. Yeah, so if I don't, you know, if I cook these all the way, they will just mush in a jar. Okay, so that's not what I want at all. In the meantime, my pears in red wine are coming up, and I don't think they're going to be, what, 10-15 minutes behind. So fill it all up together and get that money shot. Okay, exact same with the pears. They are ready now. Oh yeah. Would you look at that lovely pink colour. That to the side, and once again, exactly the same. Being careful not to scorch ourselves. In they go. Orange and lemon pith zest with it too. This is going to be special. I say, if you was give it this way as a gift, or you to have it yourself, you know, a couple months time, equally good. And these will keep. I'm not joking when I say a minimum of 3 months. If you over poach them, no more than 3 months. If you under poach them, or I would say 12 months. Just perfect. Check it out. 1, 2, 3 1 litre jars and 2 of the red wine 1 litre jars. Again, absolutely fantastic. What I use here is the old style coffee jars here, the Kenko or no, Dow, so I do like the Dow jar. Stick the lid on, which of course has been sterilised also. And as it cools down, that will suck it into position. Might need to put something heavy on initially, but it'll be fine. As I say, I've got quite a few left over here, so what I'm going to do, and a lot of the cooking liquid as well left over. So as I say, go again, make another big batch up, fill this one up, or you know what, I may just eat them. They'll be cool in a couple of hours. I might just eat them now and see how they go on, but I know they're perfect. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do check out my other video, which is the pears in brandy. Equally good. The only difference being I use Boer super thin pears, not these beautiful Cadillac ones. I'll say, good enough for Louis XIV, good enough for me. Right, it's been one hell of an afternoon, one productive afternoon, and there's still lots to go. I've still got to make my pear sauce, that is your apple sauce, but obviously made with pears. Still going to go see the neighbours, still going to do a lot of stuff, get them ready for the winter, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, whatever you celebrate. So, until next time, it's been Deep in the Bunker saying take care, stay safe, stay sane, and plant a fruit tree. It's more useful than you think.